The following presentation is brought to you by the Pride of ODU, the official NIL collective of Old Dominion Athletics. Be a monarchist. Join the Pride.
Good. Excited about our win, but man, 6,684 people in there. With the results we've had the last week and a half is, man, thank you so much to our fan base. I've said it in here many times. It seems like a lot of times it's been after a loss, but to be able to play in front of that is truly a blessing. To be able to coach in front of that is truly a blessing. The energy we could feel when we walked out of the locker room today was tremendous. This is a special place. I'm lucky. I'm blessed. And we are lucky and we are blessed. It's amazing. Thank you, Monarch Nation.
Coach will make a couple lineup changes. Rob comes off the bench, I think, for the first time this year. Caden and Donovan, I think, get a season long and run. What went into the changes? And I assume, given the results, there's a little merit to be sort of given to those.
We're a team that's not healthy right now. Jake Johnson has not practiced since Wednesday, since prep for the JV game. So you got other guys with their nicks and bruises. So I'm extremely proud of our guys for stepping up tonight. Caden playing 23 minutes, doing things that we know he's going to do a lot in his college career. It's great for him to finally see that happen for him. And then Donovan, who I tell him every chance I get that his best basketball is ahead of him, and he's just got to stay patient and keep working. The cool thing about those two, and this is not to say that other guys don't work, but Caden and Donovan are the most consistent guys in their individual workouts. Like you cannot, there's not a day that the two of them are not going to be in the gym separately, on their own, with a coach, with a manager, getting their own workouts in. So they deserve that. They deserve the minutes they got tonight. Unfortunately, the way the season has flowed and the way individual games have flowed, it hasn't always been available to them. I'm very happy that they were able to finally see their hard work produce minutes and effective minutes.
You guys shared the ball tonight.
Yeah.
15 assists.
Again, you can go back to that stat I think I told you guys on Wednesday. We win, we're going to have about 15 assists. When we don't win, we're going to have single-digit assists. Tonight is, it is glaring when we share and glaring when we don't. So happy to see that. Happy that that message was received by our team, but then also the result tonight reinforces that message.
Well, they only shot 28% as a team. That you could just talk about your defensive effort.
Yeah, I thought it was a really good game plan. Coach Nadu, Coach Hodge, and Coach Wade did a tremendous job preparing our guys. It doesn't happen often, but getting an extra day helped because we had to lock in a little bit more, get a little bit more detail, and I think it showed. But for us, and no offense to them, I'm not making any excuses for them. They got less than a day. They were supposed to play on Wednesday. They couldn't. Their game got moved to Thursday, so their circumstances changed a little bit. We'll take anything we can get to help us out, and I do think that helped us some.
Obviously, sucked it up and started, got some fouls. And I'm not saying he wasn't needed, but was it nice to not have to press him into duty when he's not 100%?
Yeah, I mean, if this were a win or go home game, he plays. I talked to him yesterday at practice, and I'm like, do you think you're gonna be able to play? And he's like, I'm gonna play. So I'm talking to the trainer, and Jason's like, if he doesn't have a fever in the morning, if he takes his meds like he's supposed to, and he did everything he was supposed to do to be able to play. He was the last young man I saw leaving the locker room today. And I'm just like, what are we doing? And he's like, Coach, I told you I'm playing. So it was good to see him tough it out. He is a warrior. He's as tough as they get. I've known that for a very long time. And really good to see him try to tough it out for his team, but then also great to see his team put us in a position where we didn't have to wear him out.
Coach Sean with another double-double tonight. Can you just talk about his effort?
He's a really good basketball player. And as frustrated as we have been collectively with sharing the ball and things like that, like Sean's going to give a consistent performance each and every day, each and every night, each and every game. He gets on that offensive glass. He can shoot the ball, especially from the mid-range. He's getting better at some of the other aspects that we need him to get better at, especially on the defensive end. He's making strides every day with that. Tonight, he was one of our most vocal players on the court, which for him, that's not natural. So to see him really kind of growing before our eyes, and for an older guy, that's hard to do because you have habits. He played so many college basketball games, but he's embracing getting better. We're going to need that.
Want to go back to Caden one more time. Because tonight really felt like that's a potential breakout game for him. He looked more confident than I've ever seen him in a game. What can that do for the team in the home stretch?
It helps us because we don't feel like we got to play guys 38, 39, 40 minutes. But two, Caden he is so unlike Sean, so unlike Rock. He's a big guard. He's long. His ability to cover ground, his athleticism. He is becoming way more aggressive, which we love to see. He's another one of his best basketballs ahead of him, but if he continues to just keep working and being patient, and it's hard as a freshman that came in with the hype that he came in with, it's hard to kind of go through what he's going through. But, I'm telling you, what he's gone through so far this year is not going to do anything but make him a better player down the road. Nothing was handed to him. Nothing has been handed to him. He's working every single day for everything he's getting. I am extremely proud of him. He just walked in and don't tell him I said that.
We won't. And you weren't kidding about Donovan. Last game was like 10 p.m. and I was leaving this place and I saw him out there going to work after the game.
He literally, we practice, we feed the guys after practice. I think he can tell you if this is true. I kind of feel like he goes into the locker room, makes himself a plate, puts it in his locker, and then comes right back out to the floor. He just wants to make sure that the managers don't take all the food and gets back in there. But he does that literally every single day. And I'm proud of him. Again, guys that consistently put the work in, at some point in time, you're going to break through. And when you break through, for as much potential as Donovan has, for as much potential as Caden has, the sky's the limit. So he's got to keep working. They're earning everything they get.
Don't worry, we won't tell Caden all the good things that you said about him.
It's a lot.
By the same token, what would it mean for Donovan to be able to be a regular contributor to add to your depth? You've got Swan Roger, you've got to a lesser degree Danny, and then yeah.
Yeah, so I think the biggest thing with Donovan is our strongest, probably strongest on the team. Definitely our strongest post player. So physically, he can compete against anybody. He's as strong as an ox. It's getting him like I just told him this, I think 2 days ago. It's easier to have someone that you need to slow down than it is to have someone you need to speed up. Right. He's someone we have to slow down. Like he wants to go 100 miles per hour. So just as he learns and he plays more, especially plays more at this level, again, I think he's going to be a tremendous college basketball player. So I'm happy he's here.
Coach, it seems like an obvious question, but given the results in the first 3 games of this homestand, how vital was a performance like this just to give guys confidence before you go back on the road?
Forget giving us confidence. Like, we don't get this done tonight. We show back up against Texas State. Who's coming to the game? Like, this is – I've been incredibly disappointed, not in our team per se, but just in the results because we get to play in front of that. And I want these fans to be able to see what I know we're capable of and be able to see the vision and to, I was talking to Scott Jackson this morning, and I'm weird. So I watch film, I'm watching film at obscene hours, and I don't know exactly how I got to it, but either last night or the night before, I got to one of Jeff Jones's first years here. The Monarchs were on an 18-game home winning streak. Louisiana Tech came in here, first place in the league, and ODU we won by double figures, 19 straight wins against the number one team in the league, and that was just a reminder of where we are. Like it was like 8,000 people in here for the game, a Conference USA game, and like I'm looking at that, and I'm just like, it just burns within me just the desire to get back to it, to the desire to be able to see this place filled. You know, I want to be the first place team that other people preparing for, but I mean, that's what 10, 12 years ago. Like that is what this place is. That ain't ever changing. We need to change. We need to give these fans what they deserve. We need to give this program what we deserve. President Hemphill, Dr. Seelig, you know, they put us all in this position, and I want to make them proud. I want to make them be able to be like, yes, this was the best decision we could have made. Those are the things that motivate me. Other than my faith, like I feel like we owe this fan base so much.
Any more questions for Coach Jones? Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
Hey, how are you? Any idea you'd play 23 minutes tonight, or was it just the way the game evolved? I mean, you got to be ready, but did you have an inkling that play a lot?
They told me in advance when I heard one of our Caden wasn't feeling as well. I kind of was like, okay, I need to come ready to play, as everyone else had to. It was my night. My teammates found me. I was making something happen, so that's why I stayed.
Knowing that you were going to get some run extendedly before the game, did that maybe change your mindset of trying to be a little bit more aggressive? It seemed like you really hunted your shot once you got the ball in your hands tonight.
No, I think during practice, we were playing a lot against Scout. It was getting my confidence up, as well as my teammates, instilling confidence in me. Like Cal, he was telling me before the game, like, let's go, like this is your game. Like, yeah.
I actually saw when he came over, you on the bench, you were sitting on the far left seat and came over and said that.
Yeah.
The 23 minutes tonight, you as Zach was saying, you look more confident tonight than we've ever seen you on the court. Like at this point in your first season here, what can you see for the rest of the season going forward?
I think this was like a stepping stone to what I could do. And I'm just trying to, stack games where I can play as confident as I can be. And yeah.
When you don't have your point guard, he's played more minutes than anybody on the team. He's as constant. What do you guys have to do to compensate as, the other players when you're trying to run the offense? How does that change your approach at all?
Ball movement. Yeah, we worked on a lot of ball movement. Like RJ, he was running the one.
Right.
So it's kind of a little new to everyone because like Jaden's our one.
Right.
So he was preaching ball movement at practice.
Coach was? Or,
Yeah.
Caden, you came in here as the highest ranked recruit for ODU basketball history. How much pressure did that put on you coming into your first year?
Not as much, I'm not gonna lie. Cause I know like that really, it doesn't mean anything if like I don't act on it, if you know what I mean. And, I'm not gonna lie. It's an honor, but I feel like it would be more of, let's say someone's the winningest player. You know what I mean? So I just, I'm thinking.
You guys needed this one.
Yeah, we did.
Can you talk a little bit about that?
We needed to build confidence coming in because we have a road trip coming up, and this game was it meant a lot to us coming in. And like Coach said, we he wanted to get a win for the fans, so they could come back and protect the state.
What's it like to see some of those guys that don't play much get out there? I mean, hit a bucket, just those guys get to play, because I know they work hard in practice.
Yeah, it means a lot. Like, it means a lot. Like, I love how, like, Donovan, he came to play. Jalen came to play. He stepped up when we needed him. It means so much to us just to see, everybody having fun.
Any more questions for Caden?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Kate.
Gage.